Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I will not jump on the articles regarding former Prime Minister of Japan Shinzo Abe's assassination because I think all of you are aware what happened. I will look at it from a different angle, not of the assassination, but the issue of guns. I'm not here to defend anybody because that's not my job. My job is to defend myself and maybe the ones that I love, but not anybody else. So unless I'm asked and the circumstances require my intervention. So here we have a situation where in Japan, as you know, probably Japan has a very strict has very strict laws regarding owning a gun, firearm, and it's very hard to acquire one. And on the other hand, other people can have it, but the citizens can't. I'm not talking about Shinzo Abe here because he was obviously a unfortunate, to say the least. He was just killed at what, point blank, what, 3 meters, 4 meters, 3 meters from front, from in face right here, with a gun that was electrical gun. And let me read you this little article here, or a few things from this article. It says electrically fired shotgun used to assassinate Shinzo Abe. So it was not a regular firearm that you would buy in a store. It was a homemade weapon. So let's see here where they talk about it. This is videos of the shooting circulating online show the gunman approach Abe from behind before firing 2 shots, both producing extremely loud cannon-like booms and plumes of white smoke. It says that police later said that they found multiple homemade guns and explosives when they searched Yamagami's house, the killer, adding that he had allegedly admitted to shooting Abe with a DIY firearm. And from images of the gun captured by bystanders, including a reporter from Japan's public broadcasters, experts immediately suspected it was homemade. The box-like device is wrapped in a black tape and smoke can be seen coming from the muzzle. It's certainly not no standard shotgun, a former detective from the blah 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 said. So it says here that I think the first interesting observation is that it's clearly electrically fired, said a person from an arms and ammunition intelligence specialist. So there's electrical wire passing through each of those end caps that you can see in one of the images. So why am I saying this? It says Japan not only has very strict firearm laws, but also very strict laws regulating the sale and possession of ammunition. What I'm trying to say here is this. If you have a goal, as criminal as this could be right here, they will find the means. Now, what are these guys gonna do? Let's say I would like weapons for self-defense as a regular person. Now, crazy people are everywhere. But it's like trying to, I don't know, you have I gave this example many times. You drive your car and there's a bird coming and you hit it and breaks your windshield. What are we going to do? Are we going to kill all the birds in the world? And let's say I get an accident after that and I die. I have to make these examples, give these examples, like extreme examples, to be very ridiculous in order to make a point. because it seems like if I just use the example of yeah, I have a gun, I have a guy who just shoots someone else, ban all the guns. People don't get it. Say, oh my God, no. But if you make it sound ridiculous, how it's viewed, okay, let's say tomorrow, which happened, a lot of stabbings in the world. Should we ban knife? What about someone has very, very strong hands, or someone knows how to do certain things? You know what I mean? What are they gonna do? Ban it? Just let you know, when I was in Romania in the communist time, I started martial arts when I was young, when I was a boy, karate. And it was banned. It was illegal to practice martial arts. The only, let's say, martial arts that were allowed was judo, boxing, and wrestling. That's it. You couldn't have swords and that was illegal. Leave alone weapons, firearms. So I'm talking about martial arts. They were banned. I did something illegal during the communist time. I started martial arts and it was illegal, karate. So, and nevertheless, so people will find ways to do things. Now, what are these guys going to do? If someone obviously does something in a certain way to someone, what are they going to do? Ban it here too? In the name of freedom and not even freedom. What are you going to safety? I understand safety, but it's like, what are you going to do when you go and take a shower because you're dirty? You're still going to miss certain things. It doesn't mean you shouldn't shower, but you should expect something to happen. What are you going to disinfect yourself with? Jump in a, I don't know, in a disinfectant or something? Bleach. I'm just saying, it's just, the same here. This guy found the means. He made it. He made that. Remember Japan, when it was medieval Japan, with the shogun, and it was before the Meiji Restoration, 1868 or 69 restoration. The emperor was put back, and then the samurai class was kicked to the side and so on. Only the samurais were allowed to have swords and weapons. The peasants were not. So what did the peasants do? They learned how to use saya and other things that they were using for rice and other, cutting certain things. That's how the martial arts they invented. And use a bow, which is a beam, a wooden stick. They developed martial arts. They had to do that to defend themselves with no weapons. So they adjusted. What are you going to do? The only thing is just, you're going to get the point where you're going to have people and you're going to say, the people invent things. So in order for things that would harm other people not to be invented, what would be the conclusion? No more people? I mean, really, if you have the mentality of banning, and besides, you look at the percentages, how often that happens? How often that happens? I mean, it's a pandemic of crime. Maybe in Chicago. When do you consider it as a problem? When it's 0.001% casualties? You say, oh, that's even too much. But can you make it to zero? And besides, what you're gonna tramp some rights by doing that? You create crime in other ways. If we're not gonna have weapons, I'm talking about the law-abiding citizens, the criminals will have. They will find a way. What are they gonna do? They're gonna come at us, and we're sitting ducks. And then you have this kind of crime. We're not gonna have weapons to defend ourselves, but they will have. Or not even that. They're thugs. They're gonna come with something and they're gonna beat you up. They're gonna and you have that crime, but no more weapons. But with a weapon, you're gonna have some crazies doing stuff. It's true. So which one you want? You want that crime or this crime? I want the one that I can defend myself. Okay, that's the one I want. I don't want the government to defend me. And besides, I want to defend myself from the government as well. I don't trust the government. Why should I trust the government? Lies all the time. And it makes my rights that cannot do that, but it does, like this, more and more. Limited, small. Why should I protect me? Okay, from outside forces. Anyway, it's the conversation is long. My point is, people will find means. Look, Japan, and they try to take the guns here in the United States to make it safer. If people want to settle scores, they will find a way with a rock. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.